All right, you guys. Enjoy the show. I missed the beginning. Who cares?
17th, 2023.
I've seen you wear that shirt before.
It is graduation day.
That's right.
Consuelo's house. Graduation day.
Lola Consuelos.
Day one of the 2-day graduation. Yeah, because they graduate the big school, NYU, in its entirety graduates today. And then on Friday, the Clive Davis students, the music students, graduate on Friday. So it's a 2-day celebration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very
The gift that keeps on giving.
Gift that keeps on giving. You guys, our whole thing was like, where do you want to go for your graduation dinner? And she's like, which one? And I was like, well, let's just have the one dinner. Let's just do the one dinner.
One cake.
Yeah, one cake, one dinner, one present.
Yeah.
Just one.
One party.
Because it really is just the one, so you choose. You want to do a Wednesday night or a Friday night, dealer's choice.
Right. And it's turning into less of a dinner and more of a rager.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? So that's how she turns it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, she goes, you really don't need food. I go, no, we need food.
No, we need food. We, the parents. She goes, I just think it should be something light and a
She wants drinks. She just wants cocktails. Just have a full bar and a DJ. Let me invite my friends. So you basically want a party. You want to throw a club night. You want a DJ. Let me guess. You want a strobe light. Maybe we could get you high-end alcohol if we eliminate light bulbs from the budget. Lola, how about that? Maybe we'll get a couple strippers. Is that what you want?
I go, no, we need food.
You know what I mean? Maybe we'll get a little beer pong table. Maybe a little ice luge. Huh? How about why don't we get Jägermeister to be the sponsor? Is that what you want, Lola? Red Bull and Jägermeister to sponsor your party?
Into less of a dinner and more of a rager.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? So that's how she turns it. It's like, well, she goes, you really don't need food. I go, no, we need food.
No, we need food. We, the parents. She goes, I just think it should be something light and a bar. Right?
She's 21.
I understand she's 21, but she is parents. We want to eat something.
Yeah.
We might be peckish. We might be hungry.
And the poor brothers are like, we have to go to 2 graduations? Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I was like, just like we're going to have to go to 2 graduations for you, Joaquin.
Are we? Is that how they do it?
No, they only do the one.
They only do that.
Well, he doesn't need to know that. He doesn't need to know. I think they just do one big graduation. Yeah, they do it where it's like the graduation and then the individual schools all stand up and get their things. But they don't, they don't.
We could be wrong, though. We don't know. We'll tell you in a couple years.
I think.
Yeah.
So the wildest fitness trend is killing me because it's something I've been doing for at least 15 years. But it's called animal flow workouts.
Sure, I know that.
Yeah, primal movements imitating animals.
Mm-hmm.
And they're acting like it's a new thing because TikTok thinks it discovered everything. But guess what? No.
It's been around for a minute.
It's been around for a long time. We've been doing it on this show for a long time.
We did it a decade ago, but it's trending right now. They say it's the trendiest of all the exercise.
Huh.
Why is that? Why do people, why have they discovered it suddenly?
I'm not sure. I think it just, it's good for you and it stops injuries. And so it's popular.
You've been doing it for a while?
I've been doing it a long time, and I don't think it stops injuries. I think it can cause injuries.
Well, if you do it wrong.
But I do it a lot, and I'm always saying to my trainer, I'll say, I don't know why we're doing this. This doesn't do anything. And then she's like, you'll see tomorrow. And then I try to get out of bed, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand what I was doing. Now I get it. Yeah, she's right. It was all obliques.
Imitating animals such as apes, bears, and crabs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of it's core movement, but it's a lot of flexibility.
I've seen the ones where you kind of kick through.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's hard.
Yes.
I mean, but at first you think it's easy. Like you don't get it. And then, you're on your 30th one and you're like, okay, I can't do anymore. It hurts.
They're saying that teenagers need proper rest, and it's becoming a real challenge.
Well, here's what I can tell you. Because now that our kids are all adults, The one thing I did, and it was quite a battle and quite a fight, but when I had teenagers living in my house, I removed their electronic devices from their bedrooms at night.
Yeah.
And it really caused... Notice the teens are not applauding that. But it caused quite... I just got an eye roll from a kid who isn't even mine. I saw it. I see all eye rolls. Mothers see... I see eye rolls that are happening in New Jersey right now. Okay? I can see every eye roll.
But sometimes
Now she's trying not to eye roll, and it's like hard for her.
sometimes we'd find the devices back in the room. If you got up too early,
Yeah, you
the
get up
devices
early.
would be back in. But it says that does keep you up. But they say the recommended sleep is anywhere from 9 to 12 hours a night.
That's for middle school.
For middle schoolers, that's a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
I don't think. Have you ever slept 12 hours?
No, and you know that you're supposed to call 911 if I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
If
you
I
have to
sleep
call
more
an
than
ambulance.
6 hours, call an ambulance because I'm
Yeah.
not sleeping. I'm unconscious.
So they're calling it like sleep. You have to have good sleep hygiene. Go to bed at the same time every night. Try to.
We're good at that.
We're good at that. But it's the dark. Keep it dark. You got to keep it dark, and that the blue lights or the lights that are in our devices wake our brain up. So that's one bad habit I do have. Not that I'm a teenager, but
You sleep with your phone in your hand.
I sleep or next to my bed, and if I wake up and I'm like, let me just go see what's happening in the news, big mistake, and then you're up for an hour.
Yeah,
It
scrolling.
really, yeah, it keeps you up.
I try to read something really boring. I'm reading several books right now that are designed solely to put me back to sleep for when I wake up in the middle of
Really?
the night. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
reading
gotta
puts me
tell,
to sleep.
reading puts you.
Yeah. Puts me to sleep.
If there's a good book that I want Mark to read, I read it out loud to him. Because something about the grating tone of my voice and him not reading it keeps him
Yeah,
awake.
I think it's something with my eyes. I get tired and I go to sleep. But I can listen to audiobooks, which is the only
can't.
problem with a book. You know what page you fell asleep on. With an audiobook, you kind of like where did it just keeps going on and on and on.
Right.
So how do you know where you left off?
I go back to the last thing I can remember before I fell asleep, and then
Have you ever read my book?
I have.
Just kidding.
Yeah, while you're writing it.
Yes, I know. That doesn't count.
Are you a mosquito magnet?
No. I'm going to say no.
It could be your soap. If you are, I am.
I know you.
They've
But
done
we
some
use the
research.
same soap.
I know we do.
Unless you've been soaping behind me.
No, I haven't. But they've been testing these soaps. Where are they?
Just got another eye roll. I'm
Yeah.
talking it.
3 soaps.
I'm kidding. I know you do.
Dial, Dove, and Simple Truth varieties made participants more attractive to mosquitoes compared with their unwashed odor.
My beloved Dove
I know.
bar soap? No, I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, I use it.
Yeah.
I use it.
What about your cologne? Maybe it's your cologne.
Might be my cologne.
Yeah.
But my cologne is not on my legs.
Sure, it's not the way you put it on.
They have the ones that are less
I'm
attractive.
sure it drifts down to your legs.
That's true. That's true.
Like when I spray cologne, I spray it in the air and I walk through the mist. When Mark sprays cologne, he goes, and I go, okay, that's enough.
And I wanted to stay on, but there's one that they
It will stay on.
they're more attractive, least attractive. It's called One Soap, Native Coconut and Vanilla Body Wash.
Oh, coconut, they say, is very unattractive to mosquitoes.
Really?
Yeah, coconut. Yeah. Which is so crazy
I
because
know.
I find it so seductive.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Clearwater Beach.
But you're not a mosquito, are you?
It reminds me of pie.
Hawaiian tropic. Hawaiian
The Rock
tropic.
likes pie.
Hawaiian, that was the coconut.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I guess it makes sense.
Your husband likes pie too.
So are we switching soaps? I'll never let go of Dove White Forest.
No. Just put on some bug spray.
Coconut scented bug
You
spray.
found a really good bug spray. Nomo?
Nomo. Yeah. Bug spray that's cologne.
It smells like cologne.
Yeah.
Does it work?
You tell me.
I'm trying to think if it had pretty good results.
So So we went away to celebrate our anniversary. I'm going back pre-COVID.
Okay.
Okay. We went to Harbor Island.
Uh-huh.
And inside the hotel room, they had this bottle of, I thought it was room spray, and it smelled so good. And I sprayed it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. And then you picked it up and you sprayed it on yourself. And I was like, that's room spray. And you said, no, it's cologne. So I went and I fished my glasses out of my purse. I put on my glasses, and I was like, it said a cologne with benefits. And I turned it around, and it's cologne that's bug spray. And I think it works, and it's called No Mo. N-O-M-O.
Yeah. It smells good.
It smells nice.
Yeah.
And
all natural?
It's all natural. And I believe universally, we as a family deduce that it keeps the bugs away.
Yes. Speaking of listening to your voice, I do listen to your voice a lot on recording. Your book I read, but I didn't listen to it on audiobook. But I have been listening to your podcast.
Oh.
And today you have Katie Couric.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, it's so great. And I have to say, your interview with Katie is so amazing. My wife, who has a podcast, I'm not just saying this because she's my wife and I want to promote it so she can make money because her money is my money. But here I go again. Oh, it's just one of the best I've heard. The way you talk to her and the way you guys communicate and the things you get out of her. It's really one of the most interesting interviews I've heard in a long time. And really, like, what a fucking, here's a little fucking penis. Open up, suck it. There you go. Hold on. Close your eyes. You can leave them open. Here. There you go. Take it. Go ahead. Now put your hand there. Oh gosh, you got a pack. Why don't you just say, hey, and Kelly, your new podcast episode comes out. It's Katie Couric is your guest. I encourage you all to listen to it. But oh God, I listened to it. It's so great. Like, dude, Boy Who Cried Wolf. No one's gonna fucking believe a goddamn word you say. What are you gonna do? Fucking go on national TV and tell the whole fucking your audience that your wife's podcast was like, it was so. So why waste your fucking time with this shit? This is the shit I don't hate. This is the shit I hate about this fucking duo is all this fucking bullshit.
Listen to it on audiobook, but I have been listening to your podcast.
Oh.
And today you have Katie Couric.
Oh my gosh.
And she's shocked. She's like, oh.
It's a great episode.
It's a great episode.
You're all great.
You two
so smart.
together are fantastic. She's so smart. You get her to open up about a lot. She's pretty open about.
She's a very open and honest lady.
I enjoyed it so much.
I'm very proud of this episode.
Let's talk on camera. Yeah, let's your podcast.
Hey, on today's show, we got a big one. Wilmer Valderrama is here.
We also have Chandra Wilson.
Monica Mangin is here. She's got bargains that are going to get us ready for summer. All up to 50% off.
Very exciting. All right, it's time for Live's Grover at Spring Trivia.
That's our trivia dancer, Shelby Langland from South Buffalo.
Oh, it's dark. Oh,
Hello to Julie Mock from Cumming, Georgia, who watches us on WSB. Hey, Julie, how are you?
Good morning, Kelly and Mark.
Good morning.
We're going to play a little game. You've given us two statements. One's true, one's false. We have to figure out which one is true. If you stump us, you get this.
here it is. I'm not even fucking dancing today. I don't really give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit who wins the contest. You know what? That's what happens when you mention Katie Couric. Suck it. Just suck it.
Bargains that are going to get us ready for summer. All up to 50% off.
Yeah.
Very exciting. All right, it's time for Live's Grover at Spring Trivia.
Yeah, that's our trivia dancer, Shelby Langland from South Rockland.
Let's say hello to Julie Mock from Cumming, Georgia, who watches on WSB. Hey, Julie, how are you?
Good morning, Kelly and Mark.
Good
We're
morning.
going to play a little game. You've given us two statements. One's true, one's false. We have to figure out which one is true. If you stump us, you get this. Have you been watching this game over the past few weeks, Julie?
Yes, I have.
And so you can see that it's changed a little bit, hasn't it?
Yes, Mark, exactly.
All right, Julie. Here are your two statements. I have parachuted twice out of an airplane. Or I was a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Ooh. I see it.
Well, this is going to be very easy to ask her a bunch of Cowboys cheerleaders questions that she just can't look up online. That's a really big one. I would say this is the truth because I think the Cowboys cheerleader, that's a hard one to lie about convincingly. But if she knows the truth because she really was one, she could alter the truth and make it seem like a lie. It's easier to make the truth seem like a lie than it is to make a lie seem like the truth when it comes to this topic. It's easy to make up lies, but it's hard to make up truth. So I'm going to say my first impression guess, and you could put in the comment section was that it is true that she was a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Parachuted twice. She could easily have parachuted 4 times and be very honest and knowledgeable because she parachuted once or 3 times or 5 times, but not exactly twice. Maybe she's an amateur. Maybe she's like a super, super crazy, Russell Crowe, beautiful mind type person. Let's
twice
see.
Out of an airplane. Or I was a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Ooh. I see it.
Well, we all want that to be true.
We all want that to be true.
Take us through the audition process.
Okay, well, this is back in the 80s. I was a cheerleader for high school and just figured I would give it a shot. There were a lot of people trying out, but there were about 4 different auditions to get through to make it through the end.
And you made it through all 4?
Yep.
And did you get to keep the little costume?
Yes.
It's such a great costume, isn't it?
They are.
Yeah. And what was the key, do you think, to getting the gig?
Just dance moves and memorization to the routines that they had.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And tell me about your parachute escapades. You did twice and that was it?
Yeah, I kind of did it on a dare, and it's on a static line, so the first time I ended up like a mile away from where I was supposed to, because I was afraid to land in the water.
Uh-huh.
And the second time, I had the parachute kind of fill up with wind, and you have to kind of run around it to deflate it.
Okay. I'm going to let you get this one.
I will say the one thing she said is she didn't say the word choreography, which I don't think is like, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about because she didn't say choreography. She strategically did not say choreography to try to throw them off. She's using dumbed down vocabulary. I'm very convinced this is the truth.
Or no, I parachute. Yeah, parachute.
You think she's making it sound like a lie deliberately?
Parachute?
Yeah.
I think she parachute.
Okay. Now she's confused.
This is not the Price is Right. Stop yelling at me.
Go with the one that you want to be true.
No, here's the thing. I want her to win the mug because I'm not a monster. So I'm going to say I think you were a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
That's not true. I did try out, but I did not make it. Thank you, Kelly.
I got you. I knew. Here's why. Because because you made the parachute thing sound like such a lie that I was like, she's lying deliberately, and I just knew.
You won the mug.
Congrats.
Congrats. Now Art's going to spin the wheel to see what you want, see what you're playing for.
You did?
I did not. What's he playing for?
You're playing for a trip for two to the Windjammer Landing Resort in St. Lucia. 7 days, 6 nights. It's all inclusive. It's a prize valued at $9,800. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Julie.
All right, Julie, here we go. Earlier this week, we talked with Rainn Wilson. What did Rainn say is the name of his peacock?
That is so
Cinnamon.
Alma?
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh no.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 7 days. And
She had a husband or wife tell her that.
Villa Beach Resort and Spa in St. Lucia, tucked away on a lush hillside along the Caribbean Sea. Windjammer Landing Villa Beach Resort is nestled on 60 acres of St. Lucia's northwest coast. This premium all-inclusive resort features luxury accommodations, gourmet dining, world-class spa services, family programming, and more. Your prize is valued at approximately $9,800.
Double winner, Julie.
Thank you so much.
Excited about that.
Have fun on your
Very
trip.
excited. Yeah, have a great time. Take your mug with you
Take a
and
photo.
take a picture of it on the beach and send it here so I can show Mark.
Oh, Kelly, I meant to tell you I actually loved your book and also got eloped in Vegas as well.
Oh my gosh, we have so much in common. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, thanks for playing with us, Julie. Coming up next, Wilmer Valderrama.
Still ahead on Live. From Grey's Anatomy, Chandra Wilson. We'll get you ready for summer with some amazing bargains. And coming up next, Wilmer Valderrama. On Live. From Grey's Anatomy. Still ahead on Live.
Ooh, almost had it.
Still ahead on Live.
No, I'm not interested in watching Wilder Valderrama try to be like, I'm this sweet, great man, and my daughter. He's going to talk about his daughter and his wife and how they're so beautiful, and he's a great man, and try to have everyone forget about him fucking sticking his ding dong in every little ho ho, and then trying to like be like, oh, like I'm just that like it was their idea. For him lying and trying to be this like womanizer, and him all taking Mandy Moore's virginity and then trying to like tell everyone in Hollywood and brag how he manipulated her and tricked her into losing his virginity to him. Like he's fucking Ryan Felipe's character, Sebastian from the movie Cruel Intentions, and that she is like Reese Witherspoon's character, and how he tricked her into doing something she didn't want to do. Like she didn't want to have sex, but he like told her he loved her and convinced her that he was gonna like be there forever. And then the minute she has sex with him and loses her virginity to him, he goes around bragging to everyone, getting high fives, talking about how like what a man he is and stuff, and then fucking being just such a douchebag. And now he's like, talking about like church and daughters and trying to rebrand himself. Why don't you go open up a Twinkie, glue it to a chair, vertical. I want you to spread your cheeks and sit on it and go bounce for a little bit. Then get up and do the same thing with a carrot and then just a hard piece of wood. But this time, super glue the wood, then sit on it and stay there for about 45 minutes. Then you get up and you go try to live your life. Valderrama, you're a douchebag. All right.
Cleaning, call 1-800.
And I don't fucking appreciate you fucking trying to fucking convince American public that you're some nice, sweet guy with like good sense. All right. You're a fucking asshole.
Welcome back.
How much you want to bet they talk about his?
Listen
It's
to
all
this,
set up.
everybody.
It's all set up by his PR. They already tell them what questions they want. They're gonna ask him about his daughter. What's it like being a dad, and what's it like being married. And then he's gonna talk about his family, and he's gonna talk about that '90s show, and he's gonna talk about the difference in being an actor when he was younger, and he's gonna start using all these words and talking in this like soft voice that's gonna try to like make him seem like he's just this very empathetic, soft, sweet, sensitive man. Bullshit. He's a fucking con artist. It's all fucking. This is all fucking an illusion. What you're about to see.
Tomorrow on the show, a newcomer on the scene, Ryan Seacrest will be here.
I can't wait to see him. And from The Little Mermaid, Halle Bailey will be here.
Now, we loved him as Fez on that 70s show, and we love him even more as Special Agent Torres on the hit series NCIS. Please welcome back to the show, Wilmer Valderrama.
Look at you, man. Come on. You don't have to grow a beard because I didn't want you guys to confuse us.
I know. As I'm sitting here, I'm
Do
like,
you ever get a Mark Consuelos? Does anybody ever say that to you?
All the time.
I get
All the
one from time to time as well.
All the time. It's actually very it's actually a great compliment when you think about, you know, we have other individuals out here doing this, you know, this thing and entertainment, and then you get to represent our culture in so many ways too, and the fact that we are in people's awareness is a gift.
Yeah.
you two have so much in common, besides being great husbands and fathers. You also love ice baths. You love to work out. You both have great abs. Dolores went fishing through Instagram to look at pictures of your abs, and she displayed them proudly. Like it's like you're cut from the
I want to be like Mark.
This motherfucker has no abs. You could see a little definition. Wilder has no fucking abs. He's not fat, but he's no
through
abs.
Instagram to look at pictures of your abs, and she displayed them proudly. Like it's like you're cut from the
I want to be like Mark. Let me be clear on that.
Tell me about the ice baths. I do the cold showers. You do the actual.
Yeah, the cold plunges. Yeah, absolutely. And I was able to find this self-cleaning ice bath, and it keeps the water at 39 degrees. And you're in there for 2, 3, 4 minutes, as long as your mental gets you there.
That's the longest you stayed in.
I'm at 4.5 minutes right now.
Yeah,
And
so you
it's,
do that
so 30 seconds is like an eternity when it comes to cold water, right?
Is there a layer of ice on the top at all?
No, because the water's
It's
moving.
circulating. Okay.
Yeah, it's circulating, so it doesn't freeze up at all. But at 39 degrees it's pretty sustainable. You know, after the 45 second is all mental. At that point, your body just goes into like heart rate lows down and all that. And I mean, the benefits are amazing. As you know, your cold shower, it makes a major difference every day. How it wakes up your brain and it stimulates you and makes you feel ready. But when you work out as much as we have to, sometimes, you know, that thing
Recovery.
The recovery is everything, and you need to really focus on healing, because, you know, I'm not getting any younger, so the harder I work out, the longer the soreness.
I'm pulling muscles I didn't know I had.
I know, that's the other thing, dude. But yeah, it helps with all that aching and all that. It's great.
We're
So
gonna
again, you do it deliberately. You're deliberately.
Yes, we do it to ourselves. Yes, if that's what you're asking.
And sometimes you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's time to do it. It's the day to do it, and you do it. It's kind of It's kind of like I'm not gonna let them win.
And you know what's the other thing about that is that for the days that you don't want to do it, you have to really have a conscious decision and say, if I can't do this for 2 minutes, which is 2 60-second increments, like I am giving in on something bigger in my life. You know, it's like you gotta kind of put the stakes high for you.
I've got to tell you something. I've been in labor. And I would rather be in labor than get into a 39-degree bath. And that's saying something.
Yeah. I'd definitely rather be in the bath. I'll tell you.
Speaking of labor, Your daughter, Nakano?
Yeah.
I can't believe she's two
She's
already.
She's 2 and 3 months yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
It's. I mean, as you know,
Yeah.
it is this magical moment. I'm suspended in space. Yeah, that was
What a
beautiful. I love the picture. Yeah, we took her to Disneyland for the first time.
Oh, did she love it? Did she get it?
I mean, I was a mess.
Yeah.
I was crying at it. I gotta admit it. I can't just sit here and be like, oh, I'm an actor, I'm tough.
Yeah.
Like, it really, like, I was a mess. As soon as she walked in and saw the garden, I was like, is she seeing the garden? She was just like, no, right? And then as soon as she saw Mickey Mouse and Minnie, that was the thing. That was the moment where I took pause and I just
Imagined
it. Because I mean, it's an iconic moment to, and for a child to go to Disneyland for the first time is big. So, but yes, great. But Nakano is doing awesome. And
Are you teaching her Spanish?
oh yeah, it's her first language.
Oh,
wow.
great.
Yeah, and my mom, as you guys know, I have my mom next door. Some of you guys know I got my mom.
He literally bought his mom the house
Yeah.
next door, which is
Yeah.
a genius plan.
Trust me,
Yeah.
everything's working according to plan.
Yes. If it were it up to me, I would live with my parents and my in-laws. They're just so entertaining. They really are. They're endlessly entertaining.
That's good.
Especially when the kids were little, it's so important to have a grandparent present in the house.
Yeah, and also for sanity, when you start thinking about like I need a couple of hours to do this, to do that.
Of course.
It's in the baby's in the best hands that it could possibly be. My mom is feeding her arepas and soup every day. And it's crazy because that's how we were raised. We were raised on arepas and sancocho.
Just to let you know, arepas are Mexican food. Okay, arepas are like Colombian. So unless you're Colombian, I don't know what's going on. That's like an Italian making spetzel and bratwurst.
Possibly be. My mom is feeding her arepas and soup every day. And it's crazy because that's how we were raised.
Listen to all the white people. Anytime they hear anything exotic, oh well, she's serving her like enchilada. Ooh, oh my gosh, all the snobby Upper East Side fucking Manhattan white people. Oh my gosh, and it's crazy because she makes her like ravioli. Oh my gosh, that sounds fancy. I'd love to have that. Go ahead. Open a restaurant. Those are the people you want to go spend $35 on some fucking picadillos, some enchiladas picadillo and a little bit of a chimichanga. Ooh, it's a chimichanga, only $18. That sounds exotic. Ooh, she's feeding her arepas and menudo. Ooh, that's delicious. My mouth is burning up just thinking about it. How much for a taco? $9. Oh, well, it's filled with fancy Mexican meat. They call it tripa.
The baby's in the best
They call it tripas. Ooh, it must be exotic meat.
That it could possibly be. My mom is feeding her arepas and soup every day. It's crazy because that's how we were raised. We were raised on arepas
how
and sancochos,
fancy.
we're just eating.
Wow.
A baby that's afraid to try foods. You know what I mean?
And she's pretty fearless. Also, like my lady Amanda, she's fearless. She's an adventure, enthusiast. She loves everything that's nature. So she's really pushing Nakano to love everything about Earth.
She definitely likes adventure. She had a baby with a date rapist. Very good. How many Jello shots did you give her before you got her to open up?
Really pushing Nakano to love everything about Earth, and she smells. She makes her smell every flower. It's that kind of stuff.
Listen, anytime you take a 2-year-old to Disney, you are fearless. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, she loved it.
We have to take a commercial break. We're going to come back and talk about NCIS.
Still ahead on Live from Grey's Anatomy, Chandra Wilson.
I'm still the one that's in love.
When you know.
Valderrama reminds me of Mario Lopez, right? They basically, realized before it was too late that they better find someone to have kids with them because as the years goes on,
Please
as the years go on, the women that are just throwing themselves at them are getting less and less attractive. And now they're not even married to someone. They just want to be married to a good mom that's going to take care of the kids, so they don't have to do much of the work. They could just be the fun dad. Look at this. Wilder got finally got a woman that's willing to do all the work. And then he talks about how he's a great dad because he takes her places. Yeah. With your wife. And then when you do take her places, like, give me a break. You do all fun stuff. You do any of the hard stuff? No, I got my fucking mom and my baby mama to do all the hard stuff for me. And then I got aunts coming over and I just sit back. And he probably does a little face like this. He probably goes like this whenever he doesn't get his way. Por favor, mami. Arepas. Ooh, that sounds exotic. Arepas. Those sounds great. Can I order some to support your charity? I'd love to support the poor Mexican children by buying some of your exotic burritos. Can I have a fajita? That's a fancy taco. It's authentic too because they put cumin in it. Did you know that?
Take the hearing life.
You know it's real Mexican food, or as they say, Mexicana, when they put cumin in it.
Take the Hearing Life 30-day risk-free challenge.
What?
I know that there is a rat in this prison. And I'm sensing that rat is you. What did you just say? Sit down, rat. Oh, you do talk. If you ever call me a rat again, you're next. And your daddy is not going to save you.
But you are a rat.
That was the scene from NCIS season 20 finale. Special Agent Torres undercover in prison. I like you in that orange jumpsuit. Tell us about that.
Thank you.
I felt so excited. You have kept this show on for 20 years. And to be able to continue to partner up with the writers who are invaluable to the show and be able to, continue to exercise. How do you break the mold? How do you make
Keep it fresh and exciting
and all that? And they're always very open for that collaboration. So we make a great team. And it's been a joy to develop this character, Torres, because I didn't want to go and do a show where you get complacent and you get, comfortable in a procedural where you know what you're going to get every episode kind of thing. And so we built arcs that could track at streaming, so that you could really watch on streaming and be like, oh, I want to watch the next episode as opposed to every episode stands alone. So creating a character that can put himself in situations like that, it also keeps it fresh for me as an actor. And then it allows me to exercise my other weapons.
That's what gives you the longevity in that role.
And it's sustainable.
Fresh. Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's not. Yeah, you do it. It takes 8 days to shoot one episode. So you think about that, and then you do 22 episodes a season. You only have 2 months off. It's and then 2 of those months off, so I do crazy things to myself. Like I do a movie or I do a thing or whatever, and I just keep myself working. But I'm blessed that it's only 25 minutes away from my house, so I get to.
Yeah. That's great. It's so great to see you. I'm so happy for you. Take care of that little one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. NCIS 20th season finale airs Monday 22nd on CBS. Next, Mangin will get you ready for summer.
Tomorrow on Live, Ryan Seacrest.
Yoki Window was recognized by Window and Door magazine as one of the top manufacturers of windows in the USA.
Call today to get $1,250 off 5 or more windows, $3,000 off 10 or more windows. Financing options are available.
Lyric presents a smash hit production of West Side Story, June 2nd to 25th. The dancing will exhilarate you, the melodies will enchant you, and the drama will go straight to your heart. Don't miss West Side Story. Tickets at westsidestorychicago.com.
And the love so deep we cannot measure. Ain't nobody loves me better. Makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better than you. Ain't nobody.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Call now to get more of the care you need. When you're ready.
Oh, this girl. This girl's another fake trick. Trying to sell you stuff.
Those financing options are available.
Ugh, I'm sorry, but last time I had bargains, I think. Ugh. Last time I ran bargains, I think it like violated some kind of a YouTube thing because I'm like selling stuff. Like the algorithm messed up. So unfortunately, no bargains for you. I'm sure you could find it somewhere else. You could figure it out. But apparently something about this algorithm makes it believe that I am personally trying to sell merchandise on YouTube, which
You guys stay blessed. Take it easy. You're almost there. What's that? You got attitude? Attitude adjustment, man. What? I think you need an attitude adjustment. You guys stay blessed. Take it easy. You start that. Say bye-bye. We're going to party, y'all. That's how you deal with this girl. Look, and then she, oh, giggly, look at this. What did you dance to that? He was just screaming like crazy. This activity is wrong. That's how you deal with this girl. Look, and then she, oh, giggly, look at this. What did you dance to that? He was just screaming like crazy. Let's go. Do adjustment. Yeah, we do. I tell people it's okay. You know? I've been told I need an attitude adjustment, man. What? It's parent stuff. You done? You done the time?
You notice Halle Bailey kind of looks like Halle Berry. You see what they're doing?
You say it. I got it on time. I'm not gonna say it. So we were having an attitude break.
Oak and Bloomingdale. Go to tomsprice.com for locations and hours.
Welcome back. Our next guest is a very talented actor who's been playing Dr. Miranda Bailey for almost 2 decades on the hit drama Grey's Anatomy. Please welcome Chandra Wilson. I feel like we all know each other.
And that was the COVID thing, but I've been friends with Haley and Mateo in my head for years. So, we go out together, we do all kinds of things.
Oh, okay.
For years.
For years and years.
Yes.
Now, it was Mother's Day. Do you, how did you celebrate? Were you spoiled rotten? Did your children take care of you?
Well, this was, for COVID, Mama hadn't let me come home for a couple of years.
Right, of course, right.
So this year I was able to go. So I did breakfast, with my family, and then went to Houston and was able to be with Mom. Although it wasn't dinner, it was late because, flight delays.
Sure.
Right, of course. Right. You had late dinner. Late, yes. The flight delays are the new flights on time.
Is that what
I feel like.
Yeah. You have to have the app, so that and you can kind of plan accordingly.
Of course. We were talking about this at the beginning of the show. Our daughter is graduating from NYU today. You went to NYU. Yes. It always fills us with joy when an NYU grad has a job.
Yes.
See that? It gives you something to look forward to.
You lived in a dorm. Do you remember the name of your
I did. I was at the Carlisle. Yes. Come on now.
That sounds
so
fancy.
When I was coming in freshman year, to this day, I still don't know how I made this work with absolutely no money. But I registered late, so there were no dorms. But I was enrolled, and I had to figure out how to do it. And then, like at the very last minute, NYU bought these dorms up on 15th and 16th Street, the Carlisle, that were, I think there were going to be apartments, and then NYU bought them and turned them into, So we got apartment style living. All of us that were late to register, we got in to the apartment.
The benefits of late registry.
Come on now.
Oh my
Come
God.
on. Yeah.
I hope Lola's not watching.
I know.
You know, I can't believe it's been 25 years since you made your Broadway debut.
That's very cool.
You know, on the town.
And of course, the big advantage has to be that either they got like a 1-bedroom, even if she was sharing a dorm with someone, her and another person were sharing a 1-bedroom apartment. So someone they either got to share a whole bedroom, or someone could have gotten a bedroom in the living room was the other bedroom. And if it was a studio apartment, though, I will still say that I bet you that at the Carlisle, even if it was a studio apartment that 2 people will share in, kind of like a dorm room, I bet you they had their own private kitchen, which most dorm rooms didn't, and they had their own bathroom. You get your own bathroom, your own kitchen, when other dorm rooms that might be the size of a studio apartment, maybe even if they're bigger, they have to share a community bathroom on the floor, and they have to share like a community kitchen. So imagine that being a freshman in college and going to a dorm and getting your own private kitchen and bathroom. For those of you that don't, those of you that know, you know. But for those of you that don't know, you better ask somebody, because that's a big ass thing to be a college freshman and to have your own private bathroom and kitchen in your dorm room.
I can't believe it's been 25 years since you made your Broadway debut.
That's very cool.
You know, on the town, right?
On the town was the first.
I always say there's acting, and then there's theater actors in New York City, and that's a whole other thing. Like, that's where you really get to see the talent. You know, and did you feel that when you got that job?
Well, that was the reason that I came to New York. I said I wanted to do Broadway. I grew up doing musical theaters, and NYU or going to college was like my way to learn New York in a safe way, without showing up, living at the Y like you would, and then figuring it out. So it was still unintentional, because On the Town started at the Public Theater as part of the New York Shakespeare Festival over the summer.
Right.
So it was just a little summer gig, and then we ended up transferring. Yeah, I mean that was amazing all by itself. But then when we transferred to Broadway, it was I never forgot, still to this day, and even when I go like visit friends that are in shows, it's something about stepping through the stage door, right, with the sign there, where you know that it's rare, although there's many of us that do it. There's just
15,
something about
when they call 15 minutes. Or 30
like
minutes,
all of that,
When we come back, we're going to bribe Chandra to reveal some secrets from season 19, the finale of Grey's Anatomy.
Tomorrow on Live, the Little Mermaid star, Halle Bailey. Find the brand's inspiration and value you need to own your style at Macy's Ultimate Shopping Event now, with an extra 25% off top brands, just in time for summer. Plus, pick up in store or get curbside pickup at Macy's. Only Daisy Cottage.
Fucking Daisy Cottage cheese, overrated. Get the Daffy Cottage cheese.
On the next Cameron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC 7.
It's kind of perfect.
What is?
All 3 sisters sing at the same time. Nope. It's just a mild turbulence, Bailey.
Not back there. Someone's this close to getting thrown out of the emergency exit. It's not going to be me. Hard enough for you.
That's so great.
Which is Thursday.
She's so stereotypically African American. All the Upper East Side white Jews are laughing. Oh, that's so funny. You play one of them really well, Sandra. And look at her face. She's just like, I don't know what the hell you laughing at. They're all laughing. She's like, I don't know what you laughing at. That's not even a comedic moment. Why do white people find that funny? That's what she's thinking.
Really? I'm back there. Someone's this close to getting thrown out of the emergency exit. It's not going to be me. I've had a hard enough year.
Look at that. She's like not laughing.
Finale, which is Thursday. I'm asking you this almost rhetorically. Will there be a season 20?
Oh, yes. We announced that. Come on now. Oh, and if you indulge me for a second for the season 20, because I still remain the only cast member that is not on social media, and I'm just like determined not to now because it's been such a long time. So for the sake of clothing, this is from Joseph Ribkoff.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Jewelry is by Jelani Jewelry. Yes.
You know what? Thank you for doing Andrea's job for her. That's amazing. So now, it's so funny when I think about that, the first cast, right? The original season. I'm sure we have a cast photo up there. Okay, so there's the original cast.
There we are.
There you are. So there's only 2 people.
There we go, 2. Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's work it out.
Oh my God.
Let's work it out. There we go.
All the white people are fired.
So now, when new cast members come, on the scene, do you take them under your wing?
No.
Do you tell them this is this, that's that?
Don't do
You know
that.
what?
Don't do
It's
that.
interesting. So when we had our 5 new interns come on this season, I did really, have conversation with them. And Jim Pickens and I were kind of doing it together, but then we would kind of do it collectively. Less to say this is how we do things, but more to say bring all of your energy, bring all of what you have, right? And just mix it on in here so we can all, grow and do the thing together.
Great leadership. Great leadership. That's what it is, really.
How has your character changed from season 1?
So, as audience members will say, like from the beginning, you thought she was going to be this kind of thing, but then all of her, girlies showed up, and, and going through marriage and then children and all of those things. But when I sit back and I look at that first episode, okay, so in real time, we got to watch this woman go from what her dreams were to having those things come to fruition, right? Being chief of surgery. She had no business talking to anybody the way she was talking to them in season 1. Just none. She had no credibility. She had no rank. So she was doing it from the beginning, right? And it really wasn't until I got chief that I realized that I had been wrong for all of those years, and that somebody should have sat her down, fired her or something.
There's a little something to the fake it till you make.
There you go. I like that. Her character season 1 is sitting there talking down to all the interns and all the students and all the fresh people, and she's basically verbally abusing them, and she's doing that. And then when she becomes chief of staff, she realizes she sees other people talking down to the new kids the way she was, and she stops and says, "Excuse me, what are you doing? Don't do that. You don't talk to them like that. You're their teacher. You're there to teach them. You're here to teach them. You're here to instruct them and help them learn. You're not here to berate them and degrade them and talk down to them and yell at them." And then she realizes, wait a minute, that's what I was doing to my students. How come no one ever sat me down and told me that was wrong? So when she does it, it's okay. But when she sees other people doing it, it's wrong. I don't like that character. I don't like it.
And that somebody should have sat her down, fired her or something.
There's a little something to the fake it till you make it.
No.
The doctor world.
You had tenure in your mind. You had tenure in your mind.
Yes, I did. We love having you.
Yes.
Season finale of Grey's Anatomy Thursday night on ABC. We'll be right back. Stick around.
Are you ready?
If you love watching our show from home, now's your chance to see us live and in person. Come join the fun. Check out all the stars and be part of Live with Kelly Martin's studio audience. Visit our website and get your tickets now.
If anything, I remember like that would have been Richard. Richard would have been the person that had to sit her down and say, "You can't talk to them like that. What are you doing?" You know what I mean? And so Richard's on the cast now, so I wonder if they addressed that because I don't watch the show. But if Chandra's character Bailey, if Bailey sat down Richard and said, "How come you didn't sit me down and discipline me and tell me to stop being abusive to my students 15 years ago when I was in that position?" Because if so, I could see him saying, "I did. I tried. You would just put your hand in my face and tell me, don't tell me what to do. I ain't having one of those days. And there was never a win with you." Well, then why did you let me keep doing it? Because you're a good doctor and a good teacher. And I'd rather have you stay here and abuse them instead of losing you, because I wouldn't let you abuse them. And then she looks in the mirror and Bailey says to herself, "Oh, I was wrong."
Don't forget on tomorrow's show, young Ryan Seacrest will be joining us.
Back. And from the Little Mermaid, Halle Bailey.
See you tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye.
Varicose veins and spider veins are not just a cosmetic problem. It could be a sign of a more serious illness. If you or a loved one suffers from varicose veins, spider veins, leg pain or cramps, swollen legs, difficulty standing for a long period of time, or ulcers in the legs,
Ooh, if you got ulcers in the legs, cut it off. Cut the leg off. Oh, that's just some bullshit.
Series, the last two rounds, they came home 1-1.
Wait a minute. Did you just fucking? Oh God!
I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulder.
Aaron Carter's dead, in case you didn't know. Anyways, that's it. I'm out. I was supposed to play the beginning of The View, and then it just like I accidentally pressed the wrong button and deleted it. But I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna go back and reload it. All right. I hope you enjoy that episode. I think it was absolutely one of the most terrible episodes they've ever had of Kelly and Mark. I don't even know why anyone would want to watch it again, but I'm gonna do that right now. So I'll talk to you later. I'm out. I would say goodbye, but why bother? Yeah, I don't give a damn.